You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com. A young man writes, I think we're from Australia again. Hey Cap, I got your advice before and it was quite helpful, so I thought that I should do it again so I don't fuck things up. I'm a qualified welder and know that I have more potential than that, and I want to study mechanical engineering at university. I have an IQ of 125. Do you think this is a good degree to get with the state of the economy right now and into the near future? My main reservation, though, is the debt. I've never been in debt before in my life, but there's no interest on the loan. It only goes up with the consumer price index. Would you say that going into debt for a STEM degree is a bad idea if there is no interest to pay? I will only have to start paying it back once I start earning $42,000 a year. It's not like getting a loan for a brand new car, which, as you know, just pisses money against the wall. Right, I mean, there's good debt and bad debt. And good debt is what you take money, you take the proceeds from your loan, and you invest it in an investment that pays a higher rate of interest than what you're charged on the debt. That's good debt. So I borrow at 3%, and I buy a widget factory, and I make 8% return on capital, and okay, that nets me 5%. So I pay the interest, I keep 3% to the bank, 5% for myself. So, yeah, you're not buying a car, you're not buying clothes, you're not getting a handbag like girly girls, you're not majoring in women's studies or communications or English or anything like. You're going to, statistically speaking, we can't guarantee you, but statistically speaking, you're going to get a rate of return on that degree, on that interest you're using to pay for that degree. So yeah, you do know the difference. I also want to get my own side business going, inventing and designing things and getting royalties off my inventions, and hopefully have enough money to not work for some power-tripping asshole. Does that seem unrealistic? No, but you're not going to do all this in one shot. You're not going to work as a welder, go to school for mechanical engineering, and run some hustle on the side. You got to do one thing at a time. So you got to work as a welder for a while, build up money. Nothing wrong with building up a little cash reserve to help pay for it. And that'll ameliorate the debt. What was I going to say? Yeah, work as a welder, build up some money, then go to school. And then once you got a job, then at night you kind of tinker around with whatever you're designing and inventing is. Don't you dare motherfucking ask me, well, what should I design or invent? I will charge you $10,000 to say, I don't know. I should start doing that. What kind of business should I start? $3,000. I'll tell you what you should do. You know, fuck if I know. Ask me, you're such an asshole. They do offer a degree in entrepreneurship and business. No. But I think that would probably mostly be crap. Yes, and would not offer anything of great value. That too would be a pissing away. Look, I know I'm really hard on the girls for majoring in the liberal arts, but that's because I want girls to actually do well, major in STEM, major in engineering, and close the wage gap and do well. But for every girl, Tina, I'm majoring in communications. There's a dude, bro, I'm in business, I'm majoring in business, I'm in marketing. Same stupidity. Same pissing away of money. All right, you're not going into business. You're not majoring in entrepreneurship. Those aren't real degrees. And would not offer anything of value that couldn't be picked up from business books and trial and error. Yeah, absolutely. There's plenty of books out there you could read for free. You can go pick up used textbooks that the colleges say, oh, we can't use that. That's only the 58th edition. We're up to the 60th edition. No, you can just read about business. And if you really want to learn business, just go take some tutorials on accounting. That's the easiest way to learn about business, is learn accounting. And don't even pay for classes. Just learn accounting. Go online. Is there anything more I should be doing with my life in my early 20s? Also, can you recommend one cigar to smoke before dying? The Cusano M1. The Cusano M1. That's my favorite cigar. I think you could look, C-U-S-A-N-O. The Cusano M1, and if you can't find it, a Connecticut nub is a good backup. But I don't know what condition they will get to when they are mailed to Australia. Although I gotta imagine, I'd be really curious about this. It has to come from the tropics, so that's where all the good tobacco grows. I'm curious to see if, like, Malaysia, Indonesia, Caledonia, some of the tropical islands there in the Southeast Asia area. I'm wondering if there aren't some pretty good cigars that come out. Vietnam, Laos, Thailand. I'm very curious to see if there were any cigars that come from there. because they have the ability. Papua New Guinea, they definitely have the climate to grow some really good tobacco there. But if you're going to come from the Western Hemisphere, yeah, you're going to look at the Connecticut Nub and the Cusano M1. Those are the ones. Is there anything more I should be doing in my life in my early 20s? No, that's about it. But you got a really high IQ. You got a good profession as a welder now. And I asked if you got community colleges where you can just attend on the cheap, so it's not that much debt. He says, no, I know that I'm going to be fired shortly. Well, can't you just go get another job as a welder? I'd imagine you could work at night or part-time as a welder. The university I wish to study at is cheaper than the universities in the place I'm at, and here the competing universities are much the same thing called that, but that doesn't do the intro classes, more trades. I've not found any online classes that would count towards the degree. Honestly, I think I wouldn't study or only part-time study if I had to pay interest on the loan. All right, here's the deal. What I would do, you really seem to be worried about this debt. I wouldn't be. And you're not going to pay interest on it until you make over your $42,000. That's a hell of a better deal you get in Australia than we hear in the United States. I believe your tuition is lower than it is over in Australia than it is here. I would not worry about the debt, and I would go full-time. However, I would not just do this tomorrow. I would build up about a $10,000 reserve fund so that you aren't completely dependent on the debt. You're not going to have that much debt when you graduate. And I would also work, as I always say, as a security guard. So work while you're going to college, even if it's part-time. It doesn't have to be welding. Welding, I just figure you're going to get a higher wage. That'd be worth your time to bang out a couple hours on a weekend working at some shop. But what I would really strongly recommend you do while you're in college is see if you can get some kind of job where you can study on the job. Even if it is low pay, it doesn't matter. You're going there to make a little bit of money and force yourself to sit there and study. I found that to be nighttime security. And that's how I got through college very quickly with very high grades and no debt. You can do the same. So it's a no-brainer. You got to find the job first, but if you don't want to do welding and you're willing to go become a security guard or a nighttime librarian or something like that, a parking lot attendant, that is really going to go far. And yeah, you're still going to graduate with a little bit of debt, but not as much as you think. And then, but on top of it, even if you did go fully into debt, I would not worry about it because you are majoring in mechanical engineering. I think your fear of debt is it's way out of proportion to what the threat really is. And when you graduate, you will be able to pay it off. Might take a couple of years. But like I said, if it really bothers you, try and find another welding job or go find a security guard job. Or in combination thereof, find another welding job and then find a security job. Don't go to college just yet and build up some cash reserves. And that should assuage your concerns about debt. But starting off on the philosophical grounds, the fundamental grounds here, you are not getting bad debt. That is good debt. Again, you're not buying a car, you're not buying a house in fucking Melbourne where it's overpriced and you can't rent it out. You're not buying a degree in English. You're buying you're buying a skill. You're buying a skill. And you already have a backup skill. Let's say you go to college, like, oh God, I need more money. You can drop out. Take your time. All right? Be flexible. All right, that's it. You guys got questions, the old captain has answers over at assholeconsulting.com. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.